Flip My Florida Yard is brought to you by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. Protecting Florida's environment starts with you. What you do in your yard can have an impact on the health of our environment and water resources.
Welcome to Flip My Florida Yard. On today's episode, we're heading to Coral Springs. It's here we meet Melissa and her son, Matthew. As a busy mom and school teacher, she's looking for a place she can relax and recharge.
This is my first time on TV.
This flip showcases how a small front yard can have a big impact. At 8 hours, you're not going to recognize it. Fueling our flip is over 30 community volunteers. We fix an unsafe walkway.
One time I fell and I was there for about 15 minutes.
We're flush with the porch and the driveway, so it's one level surface.
We show you a trick for diverting water into a rain barrel. Too much talking, more working. There you go, now it's working. We're soaked. Then it's Invasive Plants 101. So this is the wrong plant, wrong place.
Absolutely.
We go high tech with irrigation. We have it connected to a Bluetooth controller.
Time to control it.
Then a how-to for managing invasive reptiles.
A biologist will coordinate what we call a rapid response.
And of course, the big reveal.
There's so much to enjoy, so I'll probably be crying for a couple of weeks.
All this and more on Flip My Florida Yard. We're knocking on doors.
So excited.
And flipping yards into beautiful Florida-friendly landscapes. And all in 8 hours.
Is this really happening?
Who's ready?
Organized chaos.
Experts show us how to use Florida-friendly landscaping principles.
Putting the right plant in the right place.
Water efficiently.
Very low maintenance.
Fertilized appropriately.
All leading up to a dramatic reveal.
The best surprise of our whole life.
We're here in South Florida in beautiful Coral Springs. You know what time it is. It's time to flip a yard. Y'all ready? Melissa, come on out here. Matthew, what's going through your mind right now, Melissa?
I'm so excited. I am Melissa. This is my son, Matthew, and we're the Henleys. I am a teacher, and I teach ninth grade. When I come home from work, I just go in the house. I don't spend a lot of time out in my yard. I would love to have a place to be able to sit and watch the neighborhood. It's a very friendly neighborhood. This is my dreaded corner. I do have invasive plants kind of taking over part of the yard. It's very scary. I don't know what to do with it. One of the things I really don't like about my yard is the transition from the car to the door, and I stumble all over these pavers. I've been interested in learning about the Master Gardener program so that I can share it with my neighbors. I think I like learning even more than I like to teach. And with all this happening in my front yard, I can't wait to learn more.
We're gonna absolutely transform your front yard into a beautiful Florida-friendly landscape. And when you get back in 8 hours, you're not gonna recognize it.
Yes.
You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
You guys are going to spend a great day in a beautiful state park today. We'll see you in 8 hours, all right? Okay, guys, gather in, gather in. The homeowners just left. You know what that means? We have 8 hours to flip this Florida yard. Who's ready?
Yay!
Okay, where's Janine? Janine?
Yes.
You got their plan?
Got them ready right here.
Can we do this?
Yes, we can.
And go, 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 go. Okay, let's get a quick little tour of Melissa's front yard. First of all, a lot of people in it, right? Doing a lot of work. We have our volunteers back here. You guys say hi. Hey. We all have a dreaded corner, right? That corner we don't quite know what to do with. Well, this is that corner. A lot of invasive plants in here that are being removed. This whole area, we would just remove the sod, and this is gonna be the main feature, the main focus. Right over here, there was these awful stones. These are gonna come out. We're gonna put beautiful pavers right here. We're an hour in, and we've got a lot done, but we got a lot to do.
Florida-friendly landscaping is at the actual heart of everything that I do.
Our designer for today's flip is Janine Griffiths from Green Thumb. Janine specializes in Florida-friendly landscape design and has a particular passion for native plants. Have you seen more interest in people wanting a Florida-friendly landscape?
People are much more interested in being environmentally friendly, so they
Right.
are interested in Florida-friendly landscaping.
I mean, there's a lot of things we can do as citizens to really be conservationists, right?
Absolutely, you can do it right in your own yard.
Tell me about Melissa. She's a teacher. You know, this is really a chance to kind of give back to her.
Melissa is the sweetest lady. She's a 9th grade teacher. Everybody should hail her because that's
I
a
know.
hard job.
It is a hard job.
This is an opportunity for us to give her a space that she can relax. She's very environmentally conscious, and she's also very into food forests.
Welcome to my food forest.
Her backyard is filled with fruit trees, so she's already on that path, and we're kind of going to pull that also into her front yard. When I start designing a landscape, the first thing that I do is I come to the site and I inspect it to see what the soil conditions are, what the light conditions are, and what kind of irrigation they're going to have. So I think the main feature that I have here is this idea of, I like to call it nature theater.
Is this what you're talking about
Yeah,
here?
this is the actual theater, and this is where you get to watch it from. And then around it, I have some lower things, but there are a lot of edible things in here.
Just talk about the dreaded corner here. What was it like before?
It was filled with invasive species.
Kind of a hodgepodge, right?
It was a hodgepodge. There was all kinds of stuff there. So all the plants, though, on that side will be very shade friendly.
Okay.
So that she won't have to worry about things really not doing well.
So really it's that right plant, right place, right?
Correct,
If you
yes.
have a shady area, make sure you have a plant that
Can take that
Can
shade.
take that shade.
Yeah, can take the shade and whatever kind of soil conditions you have.
You need a lot to do today. What's your worst fear?
That it rains. It's possible that we won't get it, but we still have that on our radar and keep it in our...
Well, rain or shine, we're going to deliver this yard. John Asete and his hardscape team are on site, installing a transitional walkway from Melissa's front door to her driveway. You know, this is solving a really big problem for Melissa.
Absolutely.
One of the things I really don't like about my yard is the transition from the car to the door. And I stumble all over these pavers. One time I fell, and I was there for about 15 minutes before anybody saw me because it was dark.
We're gonna make it all nice and level, flush with the asphalt driveway.
Well, look, she's going to love this. What was the process of doing this?
So we removed all the sod, we dug down 6 inches, we put our sub base of 3/4 inch gravel, put some limestone screening to finish compacting and level. And then we have our clay pavers that we're installing on top so that we're flush with the porch and the driveway as well. So it's one level surface.
Hey, you guys aren't going to crank up that concrete saw today, are you?
Absolutely, we have to.
The concrete saw. When's it coming?
It'll be here in about 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll be in my trailer. Florida has a long list of invasive pest species.
So an invasive species is a non-native species, so something not from Florida that is causing harm to the state's ecology, economy, or human health and safety.
Sarah Funk shares how choosing the right landscape can actually deter pests from becoming a problem.
But we certainly have some high priority species in the state like the Burmese python. If by chance you do see an invasive Burmese python in your yard, again, the FWC really encourages you to report that right away. And a biologist will coordinate what we call a rapid response to come out to your property and hand capture that animal and then take it off of your property. So one of the most effective ways to remove certain non-native lizard species is by using a live trap. Set your trap in an area that's shaded and protected from the elements. Bait it with something that the animal is attracted to. Once your trap is set and open, you have to check it every day. Call the FWC and we can assist you. One deterrent that you can set up in your landscape are a collection of CDs that are hanging from a tree. You'll want to tie some string around the CD and hang a couple different ones in different places. When the wind moves, the sun will hit the CDs and that light will deter the iguana from your yard. Another thing that a homeowner can do to protect specific plants is to wrap hardware cloth or chicken wire around plants, and that will deter iguanas from consuming the fresh flowers that are on those plants. Remember, never feed your pets outside. And if you do feed your pets outside, make sure you're cleaning up everything and bringing all of that food back into the house every day. Let the FWC know what you're seeing in your yard. You can call our 888 I've Got One hotline to report observations of non-native species. And we encourage and support the public's removal efforts as well. We want to be able to assist people in those situations when we can.
Okay, back to our flip. Invasive plants grow at a rapid rate in subtropical South Florida, smothering surrounding vegetation as they compete for nutrients and sunlight. Invasive plants can also have a negative impact
on local wildlife habitats.
We are actually in what Melissa's dreaded corner. This is that corner of her yard where she had really just kind of let it go. Had some invasive plants too, right?
Yes, very typical of our South Florida landscapes, existing homes, existing landscapes. We have something that is very common here. This is a golden pathos. It's very aggressive, and it can take over really fast. But if you remove them, like what we're doing in this yard, right?
Yeah.
Bringing in the right plant, right place, which is principle number one.
So this is the wrong plant, wrong place.
Absolutely.
She's not going to recognize her dreaded corner, as she called it. We got to come up with a different name for it.
Okay. Florida-friendly pollinator oasis.
That can go in the lower third, right? That's not too long, right? That'll fit in there. You're talking about plant spacing. You take this seriously. I see you really being intentional about how you're placing these plants.
All the plants here are going to be able to fit once they grow in. They might be small now, but in 6 months or a year or 2 years, these are going to be much bigger, so I leave them room so they can actually grow. And if I don't, then the homeowner has more maintenance.
Would this be considered a low-maintenance landscape?
For sure, yeah. This is very low-maintenance landscape.
All right, let's get back to work.
All right, yep,
Too much talking, more working.
Broward County Extension Agent Lorna Bravo gives us a preview of some of the plants being installed in today's flip.
Let's talk about these plants. I had you pick 3 that are going into the landscape.
Well, let's talk a little bit about a lemongrass.
Okay.
It's a herbaceous perennial. Our homeowner has a desire for edible landscapes. This can grow between 3 to 5 feet.
So now you said this is an edible. How do you eat this thing?
Many people, they do teas, and people use it up for salads.
Now, what is next here? What do we got
So
here?
what we have next is, so we're thinking about providing plants that are edible for the landscape, but we also want to provide for our wildlife. The passiflora here, which is the passion flower, common name, it's beautiful in the sense that you're gonna get butterflies that are gonna come and attract, because it's a host plant for the Julia butterfly, the gold fritillary, and the zebra. Do you know what the zebra butterfly stands for?
That's our state butterfly, right?
Ah, there you go.
There you go, yeah.
So he got all this in just one plant.
And you say this is a host plant for butterflies. What does that mean, a host plant?
So what that means is that we want to be able to provide food for our wildlife through its entire life cycle. By the way, we can see the eggs.
We have some butterfly eggs on here right now.
They're right there.
Those little yellow things are butterfly eggs.
Yes. Now, this is very drought tolerant, so it does really well in our region.
Yep.
And it's very low maintenance.
Okay.
So we talked about edible grasses, butterfly plant, and now we're talking about small tree that's edible, which is a Barbados cherry.
These beautiful pink blossoms on here. I mean, this is not only an edible, but it's going to look pretty.
Yes. It's a wonderful plant to introduce.
Okay, well, let's get these in the ground. You ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Okay, it just started raining. We just got our mountain of mulch off the truck, but the deluge has started. Hopefully it won't last too long.
As it rains on our flip, the sun shines on Melissa and Matthew as they embark on a Florida State Park adventure.
At Dr. Von D. Mizell Eula Johnson State Park, people come here to sunbathe, they go swimming, snorkeling, diving. Melissa and Matt are here for an environmental experience. They're going to have a kayak ride down New River Sound, also called Whiskey Creek.
I was very nervous. It's the first time I actually got in the water to do a kayaking trip.
It's pretty proud of her for trying something new, not being too afraid of getting in.
Upon entering the park, one of the first things you see are the sea grape trees, which we happen to have at our own home. Being in this state park helped me think about protecting our environment so that we can all enjoy what's natural.
I think being in the state park puts things a little bit more into perspective. It's important to connect with nature because it both literally and figuratively grounds us.
I am nervous about the reveal, and I hope it all comes together. Not sure what's happening, but I'm sure it's all good.
Okay, back to our flip.
I really feel blessed with all the volunteers that have come out today.
One thing that stood out to me on this flip was the many local community groups that volunteer to work all day in Melissa's yard. From youth environmental groups to master gardeners, all working together with a passion for Florida's environment.
Look at all these incredible volunteers. You guys say, hey, woohoo! Okay, let's get a little look-see on the yard. Bob is working with a team here to get all of our drip tube in. This is gonna be our nice mulch path leading right to our little water feature here. This is where Melissa will sit and enjoy her nature theater. All this is gonna get mulched in here. But look at this. This is done. She's gonna be able to walk out of the house here, transition right onto the driveway. We got an hour and a half left, and we're gonna use every minute of it.
Florida-friendly landscaping principle number 2 is to water efficiently. And principle number 8 is to reduce stormwater runoff. The magic of a rain barrel? Well, it addresses both of these principles.
What's the value of a rain barrel? Why have a rain barrel?
Oh, goodness. Okay, so we're in South Florida, and we get on average 55 to 60 inches of rain.
Wow, a lot of rain.
Free water.
And this is gonna even reduce stormwater runoff. We're gonna keep some of this water on property here, correct?
Absolutely. The yard is the first line of defense for protecting our natural resources. So you want to make sure that you recharge and it stays within our landscapes. This is a wonderful way to tell that water where to go, capture it, and be part of the solution.
Well, let's talk about this barrel because we kind of recycled some pavers that Melissa had in the backyard. So you obviously want to build it up some. Why do we want this rain barrel up?
You want to have some gravity feed from it. If you have a watering can, you want to make sure you get to it. So you want to have at least that 24-inch. Because once this little baby gets full of water, it's going to weigh 450 pounds.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. And that's going to happen pretty quick, isn't it?
It does. It happens very quick.
Typically, we're working with a home that has a gutter system where we can divert that water through the gutter system into the barrel. Melissa's house doesn't have a gutter system, so we're doing something a little bit different to get that water in the rain barrel. Lauren, what are we doing?
We're doing something as simple as adding a rain chain.
Okay.
For those folks that don't have a gutter, that's the simplest thing that you can do to still be able to capture the water and tell it where you want it to go. Anyone can use a rain chain and the rain barrel. It's very simple. In fact, Extension provides workshops and trainings on how to get one and install one.
I've gone ahead and already installed a hook right into the fascia board. You have to hold on to me because I'm going to go up there. I might not come down, okay?
So we're going to test the weight here.
We're gonna test the weight. Here we go. I'm going up.
Go for it. Go for it. I got you.
Oh, God, I got it.
Yes.
Let's test it.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, let me get a hose.
Go for it. Oh, there you go.
There you go. Now it's working. So that's diverting that water. It's going to take it right down in that barrel.
Very easy.
We're rain chaining.
It's really fun to watch it.
It is fun to watch it, but you know what?
We're soaked.
We're soaked. We're soaked. Before we jump back into our flip, Tom Wickman from Florida Friendly Landscaping Program shares with us some yard maintenance tips on irrigation maintenance.
As Floridians, one of the best things we can do to protect the environment is to save water. And you can do that by helping to maintain your irrigation system. One of the things you have to do is to check your irrigation system seasonally. So make sure you're going out. Turn it on during the day so you can see it run. Make sure if there are any broken heads, you're repairing those. Make sure if there's heads that are watering the street or sidewalks, that you're adjusting those and checking those. That's probably some of the most important things you can do. University of Florida has recommended that when we water, we should apply 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of water at each irrigation. Next thing you want to do is calibrate your irrigation system. You do that by putting out small containers scattered out through that zone. Run your system, and then you can find out how much water you're putting out, and you'll calibrate that so you know how long you need to run your system to put out that 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of water. And make sure you're checking your controller often. Changing it out with the seasons, realize that you need less water at other seasons. Maybe you want to think about running your system manually as opposed to on a set and forget schedule. So that way you can look at your landscape. It'll tell you when you need to water. And think about changing out some of those old inefficient heads to some of the new MSMT heads. You can save up to 30% of the amount of water by utilizing these new heads. Consider changing out some of your landscape beds from spray heads to micro irrigation. Micro irrigation will put the water right where it's needed at the root system. Managing your irrigation system is one of the easiest ways to help protect one of Florida's most valuable resources, our water.
Okay, back to our flip.
I've been experimenting in my backyard with permaculture. Permaculture is where you're growing your own food forests. It's a wonderful thing to be able to feed yourself.
Today, we're adding to Melissa's food forest by building a raised vegetable garden in her backyard. It's important to have a consistent water source for a vegetable garden, so irrigation expert Bob Carew and I are installing drip tube irrigation.
You've got to have a basket like this for these tomatoes, right, Bob?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
And with the winds we have in Florida.
Yeah. These are 2 whiskey barrels. I love these. You can get these in any box store. You want to make sure you drill some holes in the bottom of these. You want this to drain. These are vegetables. They don't like to be sitting in water, and this would easily collect a lot of water. It's out here in the open. And look, we just used some leftover bricks from our front paver project, and just to build it up a little bit, let's make it a little easier to work with. What's the importance of mulch in this situation like this?
Mulching it will minimize the evaporation, and the water will go right to the roots, right where it's supposed to go.
We have some mixed greens. I've got some basil. The main hero here is obviously these tomatoes are gonna take off and provide some food for her in her food forest. And Bob has helped me set up this really simple irrigation system. This is drip tubing. We have it coming in this barrel. We have it wrapping around, going into the next barrel, wrapping around and terminating over there, right, Bob?
Yes.
We have it connected to a Bluetooth controller.
Timer controller, yep.
Timer controller. It's really cool. So Melissa's gonna be able to set it on her phone. So she'll be able to pull her phone out, pull up the app that controls this timer, and hit go. Okay, Bob, let's see if this thing works. Are you ready?
Okay, and we're ready.
I'm pulling up the app, the Hunter BTT app, scanning for the controller. It sees the controller, and let's set it for 3 minutes, and go. It's working.
I love it when the plan works out.
And this is ready to go, isn't it, Bob?
It sure is.
All right, let's clean this up here, and let's, we got some more irrigation to do out front, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We're actually going to be using some temporary irrigation, and that is going to be put in place above the soil surface to irrigate the plants while they're being established. Once it's fully established, like after 6 months to a year, they will be able to either remove it, or they can obviously leave it in place for maybe the drier months.
The combination of this drip tube irrigation and mulch on top of it is going to make this a really water-efficient way to water this landscape. So there's our mulch. The mulch is here. I need everybody gathered up. This is an all-hands-on-deck situation. I will direct from this position.
One of the volunteer groups helping us today is the Youth Environmental Alliance, which promotes environmental stewardship. Alessandra Roberts has been involved in the program for over 3 years.
I'm a volunteer at the Youth Environmental Alliance, and there we do a lot of cool activities like this. We're just trying to get our youth into protecting the environment. All this, it's really just protecting our future. I'm personally here to feel like I'm doing something to help.
What would you say to other kids out there?
I would say get out there and volunteer. Take part in those programs. It helps psychologically, too. It's not just practical.
Yeah.
It just feels good to get out there and help.
Janine, oh my gosh, it looks amazing. What's left to do?
We're just finishing up watering, and we also need to move this pallet with the last bit of bricks out of the way.
Look, while that's happening, I'm gonna get the homeowner, and I'll meet you back here in about 5 minutes.
Perfect.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, bye. This yard is officially flipped.
Okay.
How you feeling?
A little nervous, a little nauseous.
A little nauseous, a little nervous. We really think you're gonna like what you see.
Okay.
They're very stylish. How many fingers do I have?
1.
They're working. Okay, they're working.
No falling back, right?
No going back. That's it.
I really hope that they're like, yay, I got this fantastic new landscape.
Melissa, Matt, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes!
So on the count of 3, you're gonna remove your glasses, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Remove your glasses.
Before, this small front yard was overgrown and had very little curb appeal. 8 hours later, it's been transformed into a beautiful Florida-friendly landscape filled with plants that will both attract pollinators and provide a food source. A new clay pavered pathway creates a seamless transition from driveway to Melissa's front door. A rain barrel and rain chain were installed to save on water and reduce stormwater runoff. A raised vegetable garden built out of whiskey barrels is equipped with a Bluetooth irrigation system. Additional features include a bird bath and a bench with a full nature theater experience. Melissa's dreaded corner has been refreshed with the right plants in the right place. Melissa has a new Florida-friendly landscape to show off to all her neighbors.
It was like an oasis. It was just beautiful. Flowers and the plants and then the bird bath. It's just so serene.
I hope you like it. Well, I'm hoping you'll spend a lot of time out here in your new nature theater.
Nature theater, I love that.
Melissa has always wanted to become a Broward County Master Gardener, volunteer.
Today, we're presenting Melissa with a scholarship to fulfill her dream.
Oh my God, I did not expect so much. Okay, oh yeah.
I don't know how you're gonna deposit this, but we'll figure that out later. Right? So, Laura, I want to take this from you. Walk around here and enjoy your new Florida-friendly landscape.
Yes, can I continue crying if I
You
need
can cry
to?
all you want. We got lots of tissue.
I'm gonna sit out here all the time and just wave. Hey, neighbor. I'm gonna be able to speak more to the neighbors. I'm gonna get a lot of questions, and hopefully I have a lot of answers. Look at the dreaded corner. You can see through it there. I love the barrels. I love it. I always wanted a raised vegetable bed. It's so much to enjoy. So I'll probably be crying for a couple of weeks.
I'm very excited for her. All this, she pretty much just deserves.
Thank you for flipping our Florida yard.
We look forward to seeing the impact this new yard will have on Melissa and her family. And it's our hope this opportunity continues to allow her to pursue her passions for the environment and teaching. Well, that's our show. We hope you're inspired to help Florida's environment by starting in your own yard. And remember, everybody doing a little, well, that's a whole lot.
Thank you so much, Ted and the gang. As you can see, everything is still flourishing. All my neighbors are still coming by to say how beautiful it is. And even my birds are even coming and taking baths. I love it. Thank you so much, guys.
Flip My Florida Yard is brought to you by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. Protecting Florida's environment starts with you. What you do in your yard can have an impact on the health of our environment and water resources.